told you we'll be turning our attention to empowerment project of a youth corps member, Blessing Chidimogo. She's specifically going to be telling us about hand skills to reduce crime rates in the society. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
So tell us exactly what this is about, the hand skill to reduce crime rates.
That's right. I specifically was out there to encourage the people of Nigeria. Yes. Being a course of time, I thank God Almighty, that this is 12 years of me after, due to the course of time in studies, and today I'm serving for my country. So I deemed the fit to reach out to the less privileged after me, because I felt like they were one of the persons, or few persons, who were lacking, what do I call it, who were lacking this encouragement. Yeah, people actually go there to make some outreach, give out, some extensions out there, but I felt like I was not going to go this time with maybe presenting gifts this time, but it should be transferring knowledge to people, extending knowledge to people. So I felt it wise to, give out my outreach through the use of empowering, them via hand skills. And the cause or the purpose was to encourage or spread the awareness of job creations, to aid the reduction of crimes. Because I feel like, an idle mind is a devil's workshop. And majority of the times when you find yourself doing nothing, the first thing you just think about is, oh, I just need to lay my hands on something or grab something just for my survival. So I felt it wise that a better way to literally encourage the government, or tell the government certain things that are lacking in our country is, to give out this outreach, to spread the awareness that truly people are lacking knowledge, and they are also striving for a means or a source of living. So why not we just, empower them through the use of hand skills?
Okay, so you were basically teaching the people to fish and not giving them fish as other people are wont to. So what kind of hand skills are you talking about here?
I went through 14 training. I trained them on cake baking. I trained them on, hair making, knitting. I trained them on shoe making. I had to call some other persons who had those skills, who were good at that. Yeah, I funded that. And then they had to teach them how to make shoes, how to sew dresses, how to bake cakes. Yeah, I did all of the stuff. I trained them on those skills.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we gave gifts as well. Yes, we gave presents to, people who participated, and and they showed us that they picked up something from that.
Okay, so going forward, because again, sustainability is always the key to the outcomes of empowerment. How do people carry on after you've carried out, these levels of empowerment, and how do you also supervise and evaluate what the outcomes are from when you trained them and tutored them to where they should be today? So how do you sustain this? I mean, after the training, what's next? Are they empowered with soft loan grants, interventions? And how are you able to monitor the outcome to say that, yes, these people are still in business?
Yes, I'm still on the process. Yes, afterwards I intended to send forth equipments or machines, like sewing machines, to the people of the IDP. I intended sending some materials to help them, continue practicing. Also send teachers as well to train them. So I had that on my mind to follow up suit with some training, with some teachers as well.
Okay, so how long are you likely to do this? Because from what you said, it's likely to extend beyond your service here. Is that correct?
Exactly. Yeah. In course of time, yes, I intend to carry this out. Already charity has always been my thing. So this is me saying I'm going to have my own charity format through the use of supporting them on a hand skill, on how to have a hand skill, have something. I mean, just have something doing to sustain yourself. Yeah.
Okay, so under what platform or, coordination are you doing this? Because again, one would want to ask, how is it funded? Who are your partners? How do you review, your modus operandi, and again, engaging people to give life skills such as self-development. So how are you going to coordinate this? Is this a pet project? Is it under a foundation? Or is it a partnership?
Well, this is my idea, and this is something I started single-handedly. I give thanks to YFORD. YFORD came in, Women in Action for Development. YFORD came in to support, and some other organizations, came in to support. But this is me also, being open out to other organizations to take the lead, to support as well, because, we're impacting, we're sharing knowledge here. So that's it. Okay.
So you mentioned government earlier on. Where do you think government can key into this? Maybe pick it up and escalate it on a larger scale? Because one of the critical issues now is that there's an economic crunch, and a lot of people need to find sources of income, primary sources of income, and some need secondary sources of income in order to be able to make ends meet.
The government will do a lot if they create job avenues for people, if they create facilities, if industries are put up together. Like over there, you see people somehow work and they survive on their own. Sometimes we wonder how they, a lot of Nigerians are traveling over there and they are accepting and, they are wanting us to come in. Well, because I think that they created an avenue for their people to survive already. And what are these avenues? For example, factories where they make things on their own. They don't even need to go out there to import those stuffs. They don't need to supply those things down to their countries. Now they have people in their country working just for them to get that facility they need. So I feel like the government should come in with creating factories for us. Yeah, for example, pastry industries. We have some furniture houses. Yes, because they have some young boys who would like to go there, work, and then after working, they get paid by the government. So I feel like there are lots of other business factories that the government can actually bring out there for their people. And here, we are actually, what do I call it? We are actually encouraging job creations or supporting job creations here for the people. That's it.
Okay, so how do you want the government to come in? I hear your clarion call, create more factories, open up more spaces, but you've talked about partnership, you're calling out, for support. How do you think the government can come in here and in what guise?
For example, we have the Dangote industry, the Dangote factory. Dangote is doing a whole lot. He has a cement industry. He has a salt-making industry. There, if the government, for now, is not really saying anything on the increment of our wage, the wage now is 33,000 or thereabout. That's what I receive as a National Youth Service call. So I feel like if they are not looking towards that, then they should start building factories. They should start building those areas. They increase the fuel price. Yeah, so I believe that the essence was to get maybe some revenues or thereabout. I don't really know. But I feel like those monies are for the people, and there they should actually bring out some of that to do something for their people, just for the people to have a sustenance level here.
Okay, like how many people would you say have benefited from this scheme that you're working on?
On the scheme, yeah, I had a look out for, according to what my pocket could actually carry, I had a look out for 500 persons or over 1,000, but well, I had about 200. Yes, I had about 200 persons. On the first day, it was, they came out. The second time, it was looking like, oh, what are these people talking about? Why? Because they just wanted to eat. That was how I saw the whole thing. I started like, we just want to eat. But now, how would you get to have something handy if you don't even know it? Like, there's this thing you call it, like, teach someone how to fish, than, give someone fish. So I feel like when there's no when the knowledge is lacking there, then you wouldn't know that it's better you gain knowledge than, buying it from somebody and all of that. So, well, yeah, we're able to get up to 200 persons or more, but at least I'm happy that a lot of persons were touched. Yes.
All right, I was going to ask you in terms of knowledge, sharing and all of that, if there were, spaces for financial literacy for them as well on how to manage what they make.
Yes, I was able to train them as well. I gave them some mental training on, yes, how to start a business. I told them how to start. I taught them how to start a business, and I trained them also how to be mentally confident. Like when starting a business, first of all, you have to identify what you're good at, and afterwards you have to push. Now, you basically necessarily don't need to depend on someone to help you. You should go out there to sell yourself and sell what you have. Because when you keep it inside of you, it's inside of you and no one knows about it. That's it.
Winking in the dark, that is. You know what you're doing, but nobody else does.
That's it.
Thank you very much for coming on the KAKAAKI, the African Voice, this Tuesday. Blessing. It's been nice talking to you. I wish you the very best.
Absolutely.
In your
Thank you,
endeavors.
Thank you. I appreciate
Blessing
it.
Chidima Ogo has joined us to talk about youth empowerment and empowering the less privileged through hand skills. She's a core member who is currently serving the nation here in Abuja, Nigeria's capital. So we'll just take a